The first tip to helping your little one become bilingual is what speech therapists often refer to as the one parent, one language method. This model is most effective when there's already a bilingual household, and with it, you have one parent speaking to the baby solely in one language and the other parent solely speaking to the baby in the other language. This way, throughout your baby's just their daily routine, they're hearing different languages, and there's also going to be some overlap. Sometimes one parent will be doing one activity, one parent will be doing it another day. So they're hearing the same kind of things over and over, but in different languages, so they can gradually start to learn to understand each language. The next thing that you can do is singing songs to the kids in different languages. Songs are super motivating for the kids, and children's songs are often very repetitive, so they'll hear the same things over and over again. You can also check out the music streaming services such as Spotify and Pandora to see if they have children's songs in the different languages. That way, you can just be hanging out at your house, or if you're driving around, you can have music on and your little one's getting constantly exposed to one of the languages. Another tip is that our little ones love having books read to them, and they have multilingual books that are available where the words are in two different languages within the same story. So one parent could be reading the book, say in English, and the other parent could be reading the same book, but when they read it, it's going to say in Spanish or a different language. And then if your little one has favorite stories, but they might not be available in the multilingual, if one of the parents are able to translate it as they're reading it, that way, once again, our little one is hearing the same story, but in different languages and start to learn to differentiate that this word might mean the same thing. And as they're hearing, they know the stories, but they're hearing it in two different languages. Another great resource for our little ones are their grandparents. If they have grandparents that naturally their first language is a different language, whenever the grandparents are visiting or if you're FaceTiming with them, whenever they're around them, encourage the grandparents to talk to their little ones in the native language. That way they can just get more and more opportunity and exposure, especially conversationally. They'll also learn the original accents of the language because as we're learning things as a second language, often we may lose the accents. So our grandparents are amazing resources for the kids. Another strategy is finding if the kids' favorite shows or movies are available in other languages. Now, as a developmental specialist, I adhere to the American Academy of Pediatrics screen time rules. So when it's appropriate, then finding whether it's on YouTube or through some of the streaming services like Disney Plus, you can find some of the movies and then change the languages in it. So you can listen to it in English, but then you can switch it over to Spanish or Mandarin or French or whichever that other language is. The key to teaching our little ones to be bilingual is consistency. We want to consistently give them exposure to both languages. If we just do it a little bit here and a little bit there, they're not going to be able to pick up on it nearly as quickly as when it's just throughout their day, every single day. That's how the kids are going to really start to understand it, learn how to speak it, and to truly be bilingual. I hope this was helpful. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications so you find out whenever I have a new video posted. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.